Chairman, point of information lang po.
With the indulgence of
Yes.
Congresswoman Zamora, yes, what is the point of information?
Since the good gentle lady will be starting to ask Colonel Hector Grijaldo, this representation wish to inform this committee that we will be inhibiting ourselves. No?
Yes.
Together, ourselves, not together with I think tayo, no? na to ask question. And at the same time, we can also be asked, no, by the members of this committee. Surely, meron tong involvement sa mga nangyari, no, for the resource person not attending our mga hearings. So, yun po, yun lamang po ang gusto ko natin ipalam na we are willing to answer questions na ibabato rin po ng ating mga members of this committee. Maraming salamat po, Mr.
Thank
Chairman.
you, Congressman
Mr. Chair.
Fernandez. Yes,
I said-
Congressman Abante.
I second the motion.
Okay, so we just would like to inform the members that you can also propound questions directed to our co-chairs of the committee in relation to the issue of EJK and in relation to the issue of Colonel Grijaldo's previous statement before this committee and before the Senate committee. So,
And Mr. Chairman, we're willing to go down and to vacate our seat in here.
may we
so
ask
most
you to
likely we'll be
please
sitting down
occupy
there.
the seats in front of the chair, so
Mr.
that,
Thank you,
we
Mr.
can,
Chairman.
See you eye
Mr.
to
Chair.
eye. Now,
Do we
thank
need
you.
to ask them to take their whole minute?
Before that, can we, Comsec, did Colonel Grijaldo take his oath in the previous hearings already? You already took your oath. So, there's no need to administer the oath of Colonel Grijaldo. He has taken his oath in the previous hearing. So, may we ask both co-chairs, Congressman Abante and Congressman Dan Fernandez, to occupy the seat in front of this table.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, Congressman Akop.
point of clarification.
Yes, please proceed.
Since our two chairmen already moved that questions should be asked from them, may we request that they also take the oath? And may I know whether we can cite them in contempt if they're found lying? Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Well, thank you, Congressman Akop. Let me inform the Honorable Congressman Abante and Fernandez that since you will be one of the resource persons in this hearing today, any member who find you not cooperative or evading questions from this representation and others, there is no prohibition under our rules that we cannot cite you in contempt. So let that be let it be on record, Your Honors. Now,
Point of clarification.
Are you
Point-
comfortable in that?
Yeah,
seat?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Point of clarification,
Yes, what
Mr.
is
Chairman.
the
May I be
I think, Mr. Chair,
informed?
sorry,
No,
I think the witness,
I still have the
the
floor.
resource person now has to wait to be recognized.
Mr. Chairman,
Yeah,
I was recognized, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
No, really, no joke. What this representation wanted to find out kung what provision of the rules contain yung pong pagte-take po ng oath ng member of this committee who wanted to be a part of the as resource person.
Mr. Chairman.
Okay, I will wait, hold your horses, gentlemen. Let me ask Congressman Akop to answer that query of Congressman Dan Fernandez.
Mr. Chair, I think the two distinguished gentlemen were the ones who volunteered to become resource persons. We did not require them to become resource persons. And therefore, when they volunteered to become resource persons, then our rules regarding resource persons must apply. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
I agree, Mr.
So I hope that is clear to the gentleman from Laguna. No further questions will be entertained by the chair.
Mr. Chair,
From you, but from Congressman
may
Abante.
I
yes.
request that if you will be cited in contempt, that I would be arrested in my own room, Mr. Chair.
That is
I
noted.
confine my
That-
own room. That's my request, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Abante. Comsec, please take note of the request of Congressman Abante and Congressman Fernandez. Yes.
So,
now we will now proceed.
So with the explanation of the Vice Chairperson, Romy Acop, this representation submit to the decision of this committee. Maraming salamat po.
Okay. Thank you, Congressman Fernandez.
May we
for
have our
your-
oath now, Mr. Chair?
Makabawi na rin kami nito.
Okay. Comsec, please administer the oath of the two distinguished gentlemen, members of the honor of this 19th Congress.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in this congressional inquiry? So God may help you. Sir, the oath has been administered.
Thank you, Comsec. Thank you, Congressman Fernandez and Congressman Abante. Now,
May I ask the Honorable Abante and the Honorable Fernandez? Ngayon ako makaganti, Mr. Chairman.
and if I may, let me remind the two congressmen that you are under oath.
In the statement or sworn statement of Colonel Grijaldo, it stated here, number 4, after I answered questions related to extrajudicial killings and the reward system, I was approached by a security personnel while I was seated as one of the witnesses during the hearing. The said person told me that I was being summoned by Congressman Dan Fernandez. The Honorable Fernandez, do you agree to this statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. When I entered the room, I saw the two lawyers of Police Colonel Garma standing inside the room. Two lawyers of Colonel Garma standing inside the room. One of the lawyers approached me, then asked me what we were going to talk about. I said that I do not know. May I ask the Honorable Abante and Fernandez if there were really the presence of the two lawyers of Colonel Garma were present?
Yes, Chairman Acop, yes.
The Honorable Abante, do you agree with Honorable Fernandez?
He's talking to somebody, Mr. Chairman. Maybe you can cite him in contempt.
Chairman Abante, you're being asked. Chairman Abante, you're being asked by Chairman Acop to confirm the statement.
Do you agree with the statement of Colonel Grijaldo that there were two lawyers of Attorney Garma present when you talked with Colonel Grijaldo in a room?
Yes, yes, Your Honor. There were two lawyers present.
Thank you, Your Honor. And according to the affidavit of Colonel Grijaldo, the Honorable Fernandez asked Colonel Grijaldo to sit beside him, and you entered the room and sat on the far end chair on the right. And one of the lawyers of Colonel Garma stood near the back of Colonel Grijaldo. Would that be correct?
Ako yung unang dumating, Mr. Chairman. If I remember it right, nung dumating po ako, nakaupo na po siya.
Okay. So, nakaupo na siya.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. The Honorable Abante?
Yes, it was a small room, no? Doon lang sa corner na yan. And so, malapit din kami sa isa. We're just near to each other. In fact, Mr. Chair, I'd like to say na when I talked to him before he came in the room, was that because it was Colonel Garma that said that Colonel Grijaldo knows a lot. He knows a lot about this thing. So sabi ko, sige, Total, normal naman yung vetting na ginagawa natin, kinakausap natin. So, we talked to him and sinabi ko kay Colonel Garma, can he corroborate your statement? Ang sabi ni Colonel Garma, yes eh. So, kinausap namin.
Your Honors, pasensya na po kayo kasi hindi naman sumasagot kasi sa mga tanong ko si Colonel Grijaldo. Kaya kayo po ang tatanungin ko na muna.
Mr. Chair, if I be allowed.
The resource person is not allowed to ask questions.
No, I'm not asking question, Mr. Chairman. I will be answering in relation to the answer of
So you
Congressman.
are replying to the question
Yes.
raised by...
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Please proceed.
Well, ang totoo po kasi noon, yung pong dalawang lawyer ni Colonel Garma, sila po talaga yung nag-approach sa amin. Ang sinabi po nung dalawang lawyer, if I remember it right, yung pangalan po nung lawyer, si Attorney Victor, nakalimutan ko po yung ipilido.
Attorney Kilang and Attorney Kumigan.
Yes, opo. Ang sabi nila, kasi kung matatandaan niyo po, yung ating supplemental affidavit na ginawa po ni Colonel Garma was given to us on the day itself. And then, nung binabasa po natin, sabi natin, sino magko-corroborate nito? Sino magbe-betting ito? Lumapit po yung dalawang lawyer. At ang sabi, kung pwedeng kausapin si Colonel Grijaldo. Dahil si Colonel Garma ay very close daw kay Colonel Grijaldo. At siya makakapag-bet sa mga nakalagay doon sa supplemental affidavit. So, ang sabi ko naman kay Attorney Victor, tama-tama, andyan si Grijaldo, andyan sa likod. Bakit hindi natin siya imbitahan doon sa room doon, sa may kainan, para nang sa ganon ay makausap natin kung patotohanan niya yung sinabi ni Colonel Garma na magkaibigan sila at ibebet niya yung mga nakasulat doon. So, basically, hindi naman po siya ganun kalaking issue. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chairman, hindi nga tayo ang nag-initiate eh. Sila pa yung nag-initiate sa atin na kausapin si Colonel Grijaldo, which I did together with nagkataon po kami ni Chairman Abante during that time. Magkalapit kami doon. Sabi ko, pare, sumama ka na sa akin. Kaya sa sumunod. Kaya nagulat na lamang po kami that biglang nagkaroon po ng ganong istorya. But nevertheless, Mr. Chairman, yun po yung nangyari doon. At nung pumasok po ako sa loob, nauna po ako kay Chairman Abante ng konti lang. And then, sinabi ko sa kanya, Colonel Grijaldo, ito yung mga nakasulat dito sa affidavit. Sabi ko dito sa paragraph, hindi ko matandaan, 17 ata o something gano'n. Ito ba, mapapatotohanan mo na sinabi ni Colonel Garma? Ang sabi niya, wala po akong alam dyan. Yung ibang ibang mga sinabi ni Colonel Garma. Kasi sabi niya, kaibigan ka niya eh. So, basically, doon po umikot yung aming usapan. Siguro maabot po yun ng mga less than 10 or 15 minutes. And then, nung sinabi niya talaga wala siyang alam, edi lumabas na po kami. And the CCTV can prove na talagang hindi po kami nagtagal sa loob. At the same time po, pag tinignan niyo po yung kwarto dyan, kahit puntahan po natin lahat, napakaliit po ng kwarto. At sa labas po ng kwarto, marami pong mga tao nandun. So kung nagkaroon po ng coercion, nagkaroon po ng harassment, nagkaroon po ng forceful force galing po sa amin, I think malalaman po ng mga taong nandyan. And even the CCTV, nung lumabas po siya dyan ng pintuan niyan, makikita po natin na yung itsura niya, hindi naman po siya mukhang na-coerce eh. Mukhang masayang-masaya pa nga po siya. Kaya, I think, Mr. Chairman, yung pong accusation sa atin, na malayan yung ating pong committee and the two chairman, masyado pong unfair. But of course, binibigyan pa rin po natin siya ng pagkakataon na liwanagin po yung mga pangyayari. Kaya, andito po tayo at binibigyan po natin ng patas na pagdinig. Marami pong salamat sa pagkakataon.
Mr. Chair, pwede maidagdag to?
With, yes, Congressman Abante, with the indulgence of Congressman Ako, please.
Yeah.
At the back of my mind, masaya pa nga ako eh. Sapagkat nabanggit sa akin ni Colonel Garma na ito talagang close siya rito. Classmate niya at talagang kakampihan siya nito. nagulat na lang kami na gano'n ang sagot niya. So,
Nung bang sinabi ni Colonel Garma yun, magkasama na kayo ni Congressman Dan?
Hindi, ako hindi ko nakausap si Colonel Garma.
ako ang kumusta sa kanya. Hindi niya nakausap. Ako mismo
So,
kumusta sa kanya.
at sino ang nakarinig na sinabi ni Colonel Garma sa inyo yan, na Congressman?
Palagay ko walang nakarinig sapagkat in confidence sinabi niya sa akin eh. When I asked her, who can corroborate your statements? Binanggit niya yung pangalan ni Colonel Grijaldo. Natuwa naman ako sapagkat very close daw sila, classmate niya, at talagang kakampihan siya nito. All of a sudden, kalaban pala niya.
And
you,
Congressman Abante. Mr. Chairman, para i-corroborate lang po yan. If you remember it right, no, nung na-interview po tayo sa, I think, Bilyonaryo News Channel, nabanggit po natin doon na nakasama po natin siya sa isang pagpupulong doon po sa BGC sa Ascot Hotel, na kung saan nakiusap po sila Colonel Garma during that time. And during that time, we were shocked, ikaw, saka ako, Mr. Chair, na nakita natin si Colonel Grijaldo doon. And that's the reason, nang kinausap ako ng abogado doon, na sinabi sa akin na si Colonel Grijaldo at si Colonel Garma ay close, naniwala ako. Because na-meet na po natin siya during that time. And remember, na kayo pa po nagbayad ng dinner. That was 9,000 plus po. Kaya sinasabi ko po to, Mr. Chairman, because we wanted to ferret out the truth. And by doing that, we are initiating some form of talks with those who wanted to speak in this committee. Dahil nga, nagbe-betting po tayo eh. At yun po yung ating ginagawa sa kongresong ito. Kaya, nakakalungkot lang na ang isang opisyal na naging isang batalyong commander ng isang rehiyon ay ganito po yung kanyang treatment sa committee ito. But I cannot blame this person. If there is a big person behind him, then totally we cannot blame him. But prudence dictates na dapat po ay sarili niya, manindigan siya sa sarili niya at hindi siya matako sa kaninuman tao. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Congressman Fernandez. Please proceed, continue, Congressman Acop.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Also in the sworn statement, Kong Dan Fernandez put the paper he was holding on the table and told me, ito ang sasabihin mo sa statement na ito. While pointing to a paragraph on the paper, ito ang second supplemental affidavit ni Colonel Garba. Sabihin mong alam mo ang reward system, i-confirm mo lang. Would this be true, Honorable Fernandez?
Po ganyan ang pagkakasabi ko. A while ago, I was testifying in this honorable committee that itinuro ko po, yan, Colonel Grijaldo, ito. Yan, mapapatotohanan mo ba na totoo itong sinabi ni Colonel Garma? Sabi niya, hindi ho, wala ho. Right away, actually parang hindi pa nga niya nababasa, parang umihindi na po siya. So, nilipat ko sa kabila. Sabi ko, itong mga ibang nandito, yan, hindi po yan kasi andun po ako sa Davao noong 2000, wala pa ho ako dyan during that time. So, yun lang po yung mga sitwasyon na nasabi ko sa kanya about dun sa supplemental affidavit. Actually, Mr. Chairman, sa una pa lang nararamdaman ko na hindi niya po i-confirm yung mga sinabi ni Colonel Garma. Actually, hindi ko na pinursue. Basically po, yung usapan, parang naging light na lang po yung moment ng usapan. At magmamanifest po yun, yung light moment na usapan namin. Because nung lumabas po siya, masaya siya. And we can even show yung CCTV na hawak po natin ngayon, na makikita natin that wala po sa facial expression niya na he was harassed.
Comsec? Sir. Yung sinasabi ni Honorable Fernandez na video clip,
Comsec floor, do you have a
Comsec.
video?
PM,
O yan.
Colonel Grijaldo enters the holding room. At 7:59 p.m., Attorney Emericio Quilang enters. At 7:11 p.m., Attorney Rotsiv Comigat enters. At 7:19 p.m., Congressman Dan Fernandez enters. At 7:35 p.m., Congressman Benny Abante enters. At 7:35 p.m., Congressman Dan Fernandez and Benny Abante leave the holding room. At 7:36:14 p.m., Colonel Grijaldo exits with Attorney Kilang and Attorney Comiget. At 7:36:25 p.m., Colonel Grijaldo, all smiles, is seen conversing with Jimmy Fortaleza.
I wished it.
Sinungaling yan.
Thank you, Comsec. Yun pong kay Honorable Abante naman, paragraph 14 of the affidavit. Kong Abante asked me how many years do I still have with the PNP. I answered I still have 4 years before retirement. Then he made the remark, pwede ka pang maging general. I humbly responded to him, masaya na ako sa ranggo ko, sir. Pagkatapos nito, uuwi na lang ako at magtatanim na lang ako ng kamote sa amin.
Mr. Chair, I cannot recall, no? Pero kung yan man, nasabi ko, ako ba'y, meron ba akong karapatan na i-promote siya? Sapagkat sinabi niya ron, gusto ko siyang ipapromote. Anong karapatan ko para i-promote siya? Para lang siya magsabi ng gusto kong sabihin niya. Masyado namang akusasyon yan na kahit kailan, hindi ko ginawa kahit kanino.
Thank you, Honorable Abante. Paragraph 15. The cordial conversation between us continued. So, walang animosity. Would you agree with that, Your Honors? Na cordial yung conversation niyo?
Well, actually, Mr. Chairman, di mo pa binabanggit yan. Kanina sinabi ko nga, after na tinanong na namin yung mga ilang provision dun sa paragraph niya, na alam ko na hindi naman tayo makakakuha ng magandang resulta dun sa confirmation ng betting, sabi ko nga, naging light na lang yung usapan. Hindi ko na alam kung ano mga napag-usapan. At, but after that, umalis na ako. Tapos, sumunod na si Congressman Benny.
Pero dinagdag niya. Sa kanya.
Mr. Chair, tama. Tama ho. Tama yung sinabi ni Chairman Dan na very cordial, very light ang usapan namin. Para mang nabibiroan pa kami dun nabanggit niya na siya magatanim ng kamote. Hindi ba biro yun? Yung ba totoo ba yun na magatanim talaga siya ng kamote pagkatapos na mag-retire?
Saka, in all due respect, Mr. Chair, if I may, Mr. Chair, may I be allowed to speak? Kasi, alam niyo po, napakasama naman po ng magiging action namin if we have done something like that without the prior approval of the members of the the chairman of the Quadcom. Never na ginawa po ng bawat isa sa atin yan na meron po tayong gagawing betting ay hindi nalalaman po ng ating pong mga kasamahan. And yung pong most especially kung yung pong coercion at harassment na kung gagawin po namin ay mapuput into jeopardy, lahat ng ginawa po ng Quadcom. And hindi naman po kami ganun ka-bobo para gawin yung bagay na yon na alam namin na magkakaroon ng bad repercussion kung sakali na hindi mag-a-agree po si Colonel Grijaldo. And well, ako kasi medyo basically nasaktan po ako doon kasi nga I was expecting that Colonel Garma, through sa mga lawyers niya, na binanggit na hindi, si Colonel Grijaldo was my parang kasakasamahan na niya before. And they were very close. And yung expectation mo na sasabihin niya doon, na kino-confirm niya, then suddenly, nawala. Kaya po ako medyo na-disappoint during that time. But of course, kasama yun, marami na tayong ganyang kausap na talagang afterwards hindi naman talaga na-confirm. But yun na nga, nagpapasalamat po ako sa committee na to na nabigyan po tayo ng pagkakataon para liwanagin tong issue na talagang nahirapan po tayo dahil sa hindi po pag-attend ni Colonel Grijaldo.
Mr. Chair, sa totoo lang, kung siya nasaktan, si Congressman Dan Fernandez, ako naman na-offend sapagkat sa rotohan na lang, nasa mukha ba namin na magko-coerce? Nasa mukha niya. Nasa mukha ba ni Congressman Fernandez na mag-coerce? Ako, nasa mukha ko ba mag-coerce? Tinan nyo nga mga po yung mukha niya. O, compare po sa mukha namin.
Mr. Chair,
Congressman Akop.
since I cannot get intelligent answers from our resource person, may I just make a manifestation? The reason why I asked Attorney Conti about the canons of legal ethics that we have in our possession a joint statement from the law office of Attorney Emerito B. Kilang from the Kumigad law offices. And in this joint statement of the two lawyers, they debunk all the claims of Colonel Grijaldo. And lawyers are supposed to observe the canons of legal ethics, as I have stated in my interpellation of Attorney Conti. And that is the reason why I asked Attorney Conti about the canons of of legal ethics. So, it is the word of Colonel Grijaldo alone versus the words of two honorable congressmen and attested to by two lawyers, the lawyers of one of our resource persons, Attorney Garma.
Mr. Chair, I would like to address some of my questions to our colleagues who are now resource persons. No? I wish I could have addressed it to Colonel Grijaldo. No? I always wish that he would be answering the questions as emphatically as he was making that statement in the Senate, but now he's invoking his right against self-incrimination. Now, Congressman Abante, if your intention was to coerce Colonel Grijaldo, would you have had that meeting with Colonel Grijaldo with other persons present?
If my intention was to coerce,
Yes, if your intention was to coerce.
I don't think that we can pursue the meeting because the meeting is supposed to ask him if he would corroborate the statement of Colonel Garma, as Colonel Garma said.
Yeah, but the question asks for a yes or no, sir. Would you have held that meeting with the lawyers of Colonel Garma present in the same room if your intention was to coerce Colonel Grijaldo?
With the lawyers
Yes.
there? Well, I don't think so.
Yes. Now, if your intention was also to offer him a promotion, would you have held that meeting also with other people present, like the lawyers of Colonel Garma?
Oh,
So that was not the intention of the meeting, right? Correct?
no, it's not.
How about you, Congressman Dan?
Siyempre naman, kung plano natin na hindi natin makuha yung sagot and we wanted to coerce and harass and i-force yung ating issues sa kanya, of course, ang gagawin ko, di kami na lang tatlo. Di ba? Wala nang lawyers. Siya na lang, ako, saka si Abante. Kumukuha ka pa ng witness para sa gagawin mong kasalanan.
A lawyer who does not represent the House,
Yeah.
does not represent the committee,
Yes,
does not
of course.
represent any of the parties present, correct?
Exactly. At the same time, kung mga haras ako, hindi dito. Dadalhin ko siya sa opisina ko. Baka sakali, doon ko pwede ko siyang i-haras. And one more thing, yung sinasabi niya na promotion, ako hindi ko nadinig yun, na in-offer ni Congressman Abante. If ever na in-offer yon, hindi naman siya tanga para malaman niya na ang congressman, hindi naman tayo nakakapag-promote. Di ba? Presidente lamang or chief of PNP. Like for example, siya, colonel siya, under yan ang chief PNP. At kung general yan, doon siya dadaan sa CA. Hindi naman siya dadaan sa Congress eh. Di ba? So, basically, medyo may mali sa mga ginawa talaga niya.
Yeah, I ask those questions, Kong, because, I also take offense to the fact na parang the entire committee was parang put in bad light by the statements of Colonel Grijaldo. And I was hoping that he would be at least man enough to answer the questions now.
And we wanted to apologize also sa committee because of what we did, and we wanted to ferret out the truth and to have that the betting process to be conducted. Nadamay po yung buong committee. During that time that we were accused by Colonel Grijaldo, I was hurt not because of myself alone, dahil nga nadamay yung ibang chairman at nadamay ang buong committee.
Actually, that was going to be my next question. My next question would be, do you think that it was inappropriate for you to approach Colonel Grijaldo without other persons present representing Colonel Grijaldo?
Colonel Grijaldo?
Yes.
Well, to tell you honestly, Mr. Chairman, as what I've said a while ago, na-meet na namin si Colonel Grijaldo together with Colonel Garma. And we were like together for almost how many hours din na nag-uusap-usap. And kumbaga, kampante ka na rin sa kanya. And that's the reason why nung sinabi ni Attorney Victor na si Colonel Grijaldo ang makakapagpatunay ng lahat ng sinabi niya sa affidavit, confident kami. Ako, confident ako. Kasi si Benny, hindi pa siya confident kasi hindi pa na meet si Colonel Garma saka si Colonel Grijaldo. But ako, na-meet ko na. Saka si Chairman Ace. And that's the reason why nung sinabi niyang ganon, I was a little bit disappointed kasi all along, akala ko talagang magkaibigan sila ni Colonel Garma.
Thank you.
Mr. Chair, ako medyo naging confident na lang ako when I saw the lawyers of Colonel Garma. Hindi naman namin abogado yun eh. Naging confident na ako sapagkat inaakala ko that the lawyers of Colonel Garma would also become his lawyers.
Thank you, Mr. Chair.